As a professional courtesy, LUNC Live provided Genuine Labs with a deadline to communicate in any way, form, or fashion. However, this deadline wasn't met, and for this matter, we are addressing it publicly. So they are stepping down from that liaison position. Well, Genuine Labs are actually renowned for just being always missing in action and never communicating with anyone. And this just seems to me like somebody's actually throwing their toys out of the pram and creating chaos out of something that we've already been updated on. So what I'm starting to look at is this real kind of like miscommunication situation that's going on when you have a centralized body in place, because information it can be so easily distorted when everyone else's voices have simply been removed. I'm going to be waiting for Genuine Labs to give us their official update, as they stated they would with their previous announcements that they've put out. Holy moly, that was some serious twisting and turning throughout the past 24 hours. What's going on, you guys? My name's Jay and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. If you've got LUNC, consider delegating with our validator. It's going to go a long way. We've got Autocompounding available at hccfactory.com. So as per the update that come from Diamond Hands, we've now had that official update come from Genuine Labs themselves. And I stated that this would probably be the case. Everybody was panicking. People were throwing their toys out of the pram, and inherently there just wasn't a problem there at all, and none of that actually needed to happen. Instead, we knew what we needed to do. We should have just waited. We should have just been patient. And it seems there's like loads of weird stuff going on behind the scenes aside what we've been made aware of. So let's dive into it and let's take a look at what Genuine Labs have said. Hello LUNC community. Over the last 12 days we've been silent, and as we have been working on some internal issues among our team in which involve threats, harassment, and responsibility deviation, we have addressed these and found a viable solution. We would like to address that any information coming from any participant that is not Genuine Labs or LUNC Live is misleading and in no way, form, or fashion a statement from Genuine Labs, as we haven't had any contact with anyone or entity. During today, there was a text that was sent from one of the Genuine Labs account through a Telegram chat, and right after the message was sent, we were banned from the chat itself. Tax to Gas is finished, and we will focus all our efforts to finish what we started and provide the Lunar Classic blockchain with a finished product deployable on chain. So further testing will be done on RebelNet until satisfaction is met. Moving forward, please make sure to get your information regarding work directly to our source or LUNC Live to avoid misinformation. So this is definitely becoming a systematic issue of centralization. As you can see here, there's just no hiding it at this point, and it's led to just basically one person being able to control the total narrative to a point of where they could just say the developers have walked away and everybody believed it. And it's even gotten to a point, right, where people were actually putting up governance proposals. People in the validator chat were going nuts. You've got a proposal currently up being formed to establish an LUNC maintenance and review team. I've also been messaged by a few different people. I'm not going to name them currently, but they've also stated me they've got teams on standby and they were ready to more or less swoop in and take that position. So we can see that announcement had a substantial effect on what everybody did for the past 24 to 48 hours to get the announcement and everything just be as I said it would be in the previous video here on the channel. So I'm not liking this centralized communication situation. It does lead to someone being able to just remove everybody else, and it's not healthy considering this is a decentralized ecosystem. If it was a centralized chain, right, I would understand, but we're not. We are a decentralized chain, and as per, you need to act in a decentralized manner. And this is going to become more and more of a problem as time goes on. And like I said, I don't always see eye to eye with Genuine Labs, but they haven't left. They haven't walked away. I personally think that announcement was made in haste. I think it didn't need to happen, and I think it caused a lot of chaos. And like I said, I've been contacted by a few other validators on chain that are stating they've got teams ready to go because of those events that unfolded. There was absolute chaos in the validator chat, and it could have all been avoided by just simply waiting, as we've been told to do so by Genuine Labs. So when it comes down to this communication, right, if there was a group of us, for example, who were all getting fed that same information, we would have all come to the same conclusion as to wait, don't be hasty, and allow them to do what they stated they were going to go away and do. Although this situation panned out how we explained it might in our previous video, it doesn't change that core issue that's really running wild on chain at the moment, which is this centralized communication. And until that's solved, I would never support Genuine Labs being the maintainers of the core repository. I don't like the fact that this behavior is pushing a lot of core members of the LUNC community out. This is actually leading these developers to just go and join other projects, and this isn't how we should be treating people who fought in the trenches for LUNC's very existence. Something that caught my attention inside Genuine Labs' tweet is this comment here. We would like to address that any information coming from any participant that is not Genuine Labs or LUNC Live is misleading. And although they follow this up with, and in no way, form or fashion, a statement from Genuine Labs, this kind of posturing is to send a message to anybody that really will listen to Genuine Labs that they're in charge, they're the ones that should be listened to, and everybody else should be discredited at this point. So make from that what you will. So they do mention the testnet in here, which I thought was very interesting because the testnet is actually broken due to the tax to gas upgrade. Once again, make from that what you will. So moving forward, please make sure to get all of your information regarding our work directly from our source. So does this mean every other single source that ever speaks about Genuine Labs work announcements is full of crap and they should be completely removed from the situation? Well, yeah, that's kind of what this is all insinuating at, and this is what it's all marching towards, and that's what all of this posturing is about currently. Like I've stated many times, I don't see eye to eye with Genuine Labs. I do not like their communication structure, but what happened yesterday was something that didn't need to unfold. It didn't need to transpire, and it could have all been avoided, just like this upgrade issue we're having with tax to gas could have been avoided if there was a better communication structure. Our developers that have fought in the trenches wouldn't be going to other blockchains for paid work if there was a better communication structure. I don't know how many more things need to happen before these bells start ringing for everybody, and we more or less all say to Genuine Labs, look, this is not working, it's not okay, and everybody needs to be involved on that communication level so we're all in the same bubble, we're all in the same note. Yes, this means Terraport. Yes, this means anyone who wants to have access to that information should have access, and there should be no restrictions whatsoever. Nobody should be put above anybody else when it comes to information that is beneficial to the blockchain. One of the strongest arguments I find for this centralized communication point is Genuine Labs being a third-party development team. Well, the image that's being portrayed is completely different because Genuine Labs' intentions and aims is to become the core maintainers of the repository, the core contributors of the repository, the absolute everything and centralized body of this blockchain. And from my perspective, it seems they're becoming undisputed as they categorically go through and remove each and every other developer of worth on this blockchain by simply ignoring them, not working with them, causing them to be frustrated and want to leave. Free-flowing information is absolutely everything in decentralization, and that's what it primarily functions on. So yeah, make of that what you will at this point. I've really found that I find myself a lot of the times having to talk about the negative sides of the blockchain, and it's not an easy task. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to listen to somebody moaning about the same thing over and over again. But once again, I'm always going to be here as someone who just speaks honestly and tells it for how it is. And that will never, ever change. So look, just stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.